Hey guys, this is Mark Hutten with AdultAsperger'sChat.com, and today I wanted to talk about the disparity between the female neurotypical brain and the autistic male brain. So if you are a neurotypical partner in a relationship with a man on the autism spectrum and you find yourselves in frequent disagreements and fights and misunderstandings, it shouldn't be too terribly surprising because the two of you are wired almost 180-degree opposite. We'll look at 5 points to illustrate this. Point number 1, neurotypical women tend to be more talkative and utilize nonverbal cues very quickly and easily, whereas men on the autism spectrum tend to be less talkative and they don't pick up on nonverbal cues. Point number 2, neurotypical women tend to want to work through relationship problems, whereas men on the autism spectrum tend to want to avoid discussing relationship problems when possible because it raises their anxiety such that they have a hard time listening and understanding and retaining and following through. Instead, they may do some version of a meltdown or a shutdown. Issue number 3, neurotypical women tend to intuit emotions and emotional cues very quickly and easily, whereas men on the autism spectrum tend to be alexithymic. In other words, they have great difficulty understanding emotions in themselves and others. Point number 4, neurotypical women tend to focus on how to create a solution that works for the couple, whereas men on the autism spectrum tend to be more isolated and independent and would rather find a solution on their own. And point number 5, neurotypical women tend to approach times of stress by forming strong group bonds, especially with their significant other, in this case, their autistic husband. Whereas men on the autism spectrum tend to have a fight or flight response to stressful situations, and they deal with stress either through avoidance or an expression of anger. So, given these differences, it's easy to understand why neurodiverse relationships take so many odd twists and turns. So, neurodiverse partners would do well to extend just a bit of grace and mercy to one another, knowing that each is wired so differently that conflict and misunderstanding is inevitable.